Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, a crew looking to make a statement, taking on a team from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the outside. And the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. To the air on second down. Makes the catch. It's Crosby. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Looking to throw on first down. That one comes out hot down the right side.
Well, this defense was ready for go-backs. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
It's gone. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him think I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page. First down.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off his guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. It's caught downfield. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. And he makes the grab, but he's out of bounds. Incomplete pass.
How loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. Oh, what a caught! They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Looking to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. The snap sets up the throw. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. So Alabama's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
They'll run play action. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front 7 and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
Pulls it in. It's Edwards. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Hand off from the shotgun. There he goes. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the catch. It's Moore. Oh, better check some ankles. He makes a move and gets down to the 24. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Here's a heat. On a little time, lets it go. Grabs it in the middle. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Great timing there in the curl route by the QB. Gets it out early, and against zone coverage, because he gets it to his receiver so quick, he's able to turn it up and get the first down.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Bama! Great job by the back on the option.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They'll give it to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Man, did you see the D tackle just slice through the offensive line? That's how you get penetration. That's how you dial up the tackle for loss.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wideout. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. Gets away from one, finds room. Flying down the right side. And he's in for the score. Touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Scanning the field is Simpson. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. Alabama pushing the tempo. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the last several years, and it's not just run, it's not just eat clock, it is be aggressive, attack, and make big plays down the field.
Inside the 35. At the 20. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Horton. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to fire. That pass is incomplete.
Yeah, you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown time!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. He might want another play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you can see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Oh, they're after him! Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, oh man, that defensive end had a great get-off on that play. Exploded out of his three-point stance. He's able to use the swim move and get to the QB.
This defense will try to keep everything in front. On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Takes it on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. So the first play of the drive starting here from the 45. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Crosby. And the quarterback stuck it right in the keyhole, and they've got it down to the 30-yard line.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with a run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This defense needing this energy from the crowd in a goal-to-go situation. Unleashes to the end zone. Intercepted. Oh, what a play.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. Just get in trouble when he tries.
And I tell you what, those slant routes, they're timing routes, and those are really hard to get your hand on the football. Nice job by the defender seeing it, reacting to it, and getting his mitten there to knock it down.
The RPO fired complete to the left. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Makes the catch. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Back to pass. Under fire. Grab near the marker. It's Moore. The Tide will get the first down.
How many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Tide with the first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Edwards.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
He'll start the return inside his 5. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
He tries to take the top off. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. Off play action. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's first and 10 from the 40. To the air, it's Simpson. That's caught. It's Moore.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Williams. Turning it on! All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The give. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
We've seen this guy do it time and time again throughout his college football career. On critical down and distances, he shows up for his offense. He did right there on 4th and goal.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Wants to fire on second down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. To the air, it's Simpson. He wants to go deep. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
On third down, going up top. Catch in the middle, it's Edwards. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football. And sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long. And right there, I think he did. He'd probably want that throw back.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. Oh, he's got some space. What a play to get it inside the red zone. And they are set up at the 17. Gives it on the option. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Quickly complete. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Smashes it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Running back searching for a hole. He has the first and still on his feet. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on first down. Gets it out quickly. There he goes. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Crosby. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Rides the back and leaves it. Powers through the defender.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. The defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off.
Breaks into the open. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Fletcher. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds a man on the left. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here comes the heat. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the stick.
Throws toward the end zone. Makes the catch and gets the score. If he doesn't get you with his arm, he'll get you with his legs, or he might get you with both of them.
It stinks, man. Having to defend a guy like this that just, you think you're going to get him in the pocket. You got to play the first play where he might be throwing the ball from the pocket. He scrambles, and now you're defending the run and the throw down the field. It's just, it's kind of like rush hour back in the day. Which one of y'all kicked me?
Makes a man miss. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
He leaves it with his back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Looking to pass, it's Simpson. pressure. He can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces a fourth down. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Look out, he's got room. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, it just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.